This is hard to tell because you're wondering, what are the best SIRs to invest in? Out of all my SIRs that I have in my collection right now, what are the best SIRs in the current market right now that are worth investing in? Because there's a total of 80 some SIRs. I only have, let's count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 SIRs. And it's kind of hard to tell what SIR to invest in when there's over 80 some SIRs that has been in the market for over a year now. SIRs came out last year during March, April of 2024. And investing has been pretty hard to do. Don't get me wrong, I 100% agree with you. Investing is kind of hard to do when you're new to it and don't know what to look for. Now, investing is when you're putting all of your hard-working money into specific cards. So that could be, I'm investing in this Tom Brady, or I'm investing for Pokemon, I'm investing this Indigo Ninja EX from Twilight Masquerade. So you're technically going to be investing in things you have no idea what is capable of doing. That's the thing with Pokemon. Prices change every day. Prices can go up as quick as they can go down. Prices can go down as quick as they can go up. That's the thing. We don't know if it's going to go down the next day, or if it's going to go up, or if it's going to blow up in value, skyrocket. On TCG Player currently, there are things that you can look at that tell you cards that have went up or have went up in value. And those are telling you the top cards to get. And one of which was Eevee. Now, Eevee is not a special illustration rare, but it is an illustration rare. Now, if you're a fan of Pokemon for a long time, you know exactly how well evolutions are doing. Look at the Umbreon for an example. It's at $838 right now. It's over 800 bucks. Eevee is basically what the starter of it all is. On Pokemon Go or any other Pokemon shows, you can choose who you want Eevee to evolve into. So this is what started Pokemon off for Eevee. Eevee's the first one. On Pokemon Go, you have nicknames that basically, I recommend using Safari, because just putting in Sylveon is not going to do it. They have nicknames for who they need to be. Like Sparky, that is going to be Jolteon. So there's different nicknames you have to put in for Pokemon Go for you to evolve your character into that. This is one of them, Eevee. This illustration rare has had a lot of hype that has yet to calm down. It was sitting at around $40 to $50 for the longest time. Now it's currently at 60 bucks. So right now, it used to be at 64, now it's at 60, but it all really depends on where it's starting to head. Right now, no matter how expensive, no matter if it's at a $50, $60 mark going down to 50 or 60 each time, that's still expensive for an illustration rare. Not expensive as Magikarp is, which is over $100 and some. So investing in this card currently at the market that it is currently sitting at right now is going to be one of the smartest ideas for any Pokemon fan to do. Mainly because Eevee has done so well recently in value and has proved itself wisely that it is a very nice card to invest in. Now I'm going to go after 5 illustration rares out of all my illustration rares that I think will go up in value. In the next video, or in a later video, we'll talk about the ones I don't recommend investing in. There's many reasons to why I don't recommend. It's mainly because the market is just not allowing itself to do well. So, let's move on to number 5 on the list, which, Bianca's Devotion. Now, Bianca's Devotion from Temporal Forces is a whole other story. The hype that card had, and how many people were trying to pull Bianca's Devotion is insane. People have been trying their hardest to pull Bianca's Devotion. Cold Trainer Ryan never could pull Bianca's Devotion, and then he pulled it on a stream where not stopping until I pulled Bianca's Devotion. It took him about a few hours to pull Bianca's Devotion. Now, personally, me, if I was a Pokemon investor, which I am, I'm just more into sports now than I am in Pokemon. I'm into Pokemon and sports. Mainly, I'm actually just into football and Pokemon. So, investing in Bianca's Devotion, I would recommend not trying to pull it, as that is going to waste all of your investing money. I would buy it on TCG Player. TCG Player is not sponsored by this video. I do not have sponsorship yet for any sponsoring memberships or for any sponsoring companies, but I would if they manage to see this video and me telling them how lovely I love using TCG Player. I hope they'll make me be able to do a sponsorship for them, because I love TCG Player a lot. They help me figure out which cards are expensive and which cards I think will go up. Now, that's not always the time that it will go up, but they've got many things up to even Magic the Gathering articles of cards that went up, to Pokemon, and to Disney Lorcana, and much more. They even have unlimited amount of TCG articles talking about all those TCGs, featuring One Piece and much more. And they tell you which cards you should invest in, which cards are blowing up, which cards you should use in a deck, and much more. So it's a very lovely app. But Bianca's Devotion, I would recommend buying this card and saving your monies up, because Bianca's Devotion at number 5 is good. That means it's going to be a decent card. But that doesn't automatically mean it's going to be the best card to invest in, as there's many other options on today's video that have a better chance of going up in value. Bianca's Devotion, I feel like, yes, it's a nice card, it's got good value. But with many other SIRs coming up in the next few months of other Pokemon sets, it's going to be pretty insane to see what the pull rates are for those sets, and see if Bianca's Devotion can even last compared to Cassiopeia. Cassiopeia is coming up in the Sharded Fable set, with the ETB being postponed until August 23rd. Yes, it's postponed because you don't have enough components to make the set, or the ETBs. But all the other things, like the Special Illustration Rare Collections, are coming out. I'll be buying those when they come out, because I want to review them, see what the pull rates are, and much more. And I need them for my Special Illustration Rare Collection, because I'm a big geek for those. So I'm very excited to share you guys with the rest. So coming up at number 4, I think you should invest in. It's a pretty lovely card. It's the Mew EX. Now, it's going to be pretty shocking. Yes, Mew is only a $5 card. Currently, it's $4. But I think this card has so much good hype, that I think this card should maybe do well. I think currently right now, the value is sitting a little bit too low, that I think seeing this card go up a little bit higher than $5 is a good way. And I think this card later on, when this set becomes so unavailable, which it may take a few years for it to go up, but at least I'm seeing a difference in this card. Many people are disappointed that this card didn't have the whole sunset sunrise thing that the Japanese one had, and that's why this card hasn't been doing well. If so, that card would have been at least $1,000, because everybody loves a Mew card, don't they? Coming up at number 3, we're going to hurry this video up because we're having severe weather in a couple hours, so I want to get this video uploaded in case I can't later on. Number 3 is going to be Mew. Now, putting Mew at number 3, people of course think it's a pretty obvious bad thing to do because of Mew being so low on this list. But no, I think Mew being up there is a pretty decent thing. I wasn't even going to put it on this list because currently right now Mew's not doing a dang thing. So I think putting Mew at number 3 was just a nice thing to do. Because a lot of people on people have been hating on me on Reddit.
Did you take your second pill?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I love this Mew. I think it's cool, but I don't see it going up in value. Coming up at number 2, I mean, I do see it, I just don't see it, like, being the best out of the following ones we've done. Or we're gonna do. So coming up at number 2, it's an obvious answer, and we finally got it back, guys. Pidgeot EX. This card, I feel like, for what it's sitting at right now and for what it's doing for the Pokemon market, it's pretty dang low. So I think seeing this card being at number 2 is a very smart, reasonable thing, because currently right now, it's a very lovely card that I think may absolutely do fantastic in the long run. We're talking a big change in value. We're talking about a big change in the meta. I'm talking this card is so underrated that sooner or later, people are going to realize how good Pidgeot is. Definitely because of how good the whole deck that's featuring Pidgeot has been doing, wrecking Charizard and Mew. I think it's a pretty good thing to do. Coming up at number 1, It's not any of the ones we have ever talked about. It's Lana's Aid. People have been blowing up on Reddit about me posting this card on Reddit. People have been blowing up on every social media platform saying how amazing Alana's Aid is. So I think by far, this is going to be the biggest changed card in the meta by far. This is going to be the biggest card we have ever seen on Reddit, on any company. This is going to be the biggest card we have ever seen in decades, okay? This card is going to be the biggest card, in my opinion, that Pokemon has ever seen. Mainly because people have been loving our waifu-ness cards and have been loving Lana's Aid. So compared to Bianca's Devotion, Lana's Aid is going to take that card over like it's been doing since day one. It's currently sitting at around 33 bucks. I see that going up to about 700. Because, look at the card, just first off. The waifu card, Lily, has up to $500. It never started off like that. So I think no matter what card, out of all of these, they're all going to go up. The ones I picked, though, are the ones I think will go up either before them or go up even more higher money than the rest. Now, I do want to say Penny was another great option to put involved, but has it been getting a lot of talk? No. Will it get a lot of talk? Well, that's a whole other story I'm not going to talk about right now because I really don't know. Another one, Iono. Iono is actually going down in value to about $69 now. So I think it's a pretty darn thing that I have no idea what's going to do with it. So I think we let time play out itself and see what we're going to do for these cards. See how well they're going to plan out. I don't know how good they'll do. I'm hoping they'll do decent. I'm hoping that the ones I choose are going to go up in value. Of course, you don't want to forget Grusha. She's been making a comeback. So I think it's pretty hard to tell which one's going to be back and which ones aren't. So by all means, guys, hit the subscribe button. It's free. You can unsubscribe anytime you want. Trust me, guys, content are coming very, very shortly. So I'm going to turn this thing off real quick. See you guys on the next video. Bye.